Hey. Oh, love. Come here. It's okay. You're allowed to cry. It's okay. You are not an idiot. You also don't need to know why. I'm not expecting an explanation. This happens sometimes. It's normal. You don't have to apologize. You haven't ruined anything, and nothing about your tears changes this evening for me. Okay? You feel things deeply, my love. It's one of the things I love most about you. With all that being said, I do need to make certain of a few things. Can you look at me? Are you in any pain? Was I too rough? Was there anything that didn't feel right? Anything you wish had gone differently? And do you feel safe? Then that is enough for now. As long as you're not injured or frightened. The rest does not require immediate interpretation. Here, have a tissue. Take a few sips of water. I'm going to wrap the blanket around you, and I want you to lean back against me for a moment. You don't have to talk yet. Just breathe with me. Hey, you're not being too needy. There's no such thing as being too needy after you and I have been intimate. Quite frankly, I like that you want me close like this. If you wanted nothing to do with me afterwards, I'd be considerably more concerned. Of course I did. You were perfect. You always are. I'm not being indulgent. I mean it. I know you. I know when you're holding something back. And I know when you've given me everything you're able to give. Just now, you gave me all of it, including that rather mutinous expression when I told you to be patient. That's the one. What more could I possibly want? What did I enjoy the most? That's hardly a fair question. Because you have given me rather a lot to choose from. Excluding your two particularly emphatic endorsements, I'd have to say the eye contact. Don't huff. You know how I feel about eye contact. I can tell so much about where you are from the way you look at me. I can tell when you're looking to me to prove that I can handle you. When that provocative little challenge in your eyes is not resistance at all, but a question. Whether I can hold what you're about to give me. Whether it is safe for you to let go. I can tell when you're feeling vulnerable, when something has left you uncertain or exposed, and you're looking to me for reassurance. I can tell when you've completely surrendered, when your eyes go soft and glassy, and I know you've slipped into that lovely faraway place. When you're looking up at me, and there isn't a single thought left in that pretty little head of yours. You're still not quite back with me yet, are you? It's okay. Take as much time as you need. Thank you for being so open with me, for letting me lead you. You were honest, brave, and deliciously obedient. I couldn't ask for more. Will you let me get you clean and warm now? No magic. I want to take my time with you. Would you prefer a warm washcloth? Or would you like me to take you in the shower? Neither is too much trouble. The shower. Very well. But we must take it slowly. Are you okay to stand? Steady. Hold on to me. Yes. I am aware that you possess legs. I am also aware that they are presently of limited practical value. Hold my arm, or I shall have no choice but to carry you there. Over my shoulder, with no blanket to cover your modesty. That's what I thought. Don't rush. Darling, the last time you and I shared a shower, you were on your knees before the water had even run warm. Fine. But I will remind you that this is aftercare, not an opportunity to distract me from the task at hand. You will stand where I put you. Lean into me when instructed, and permit me to wash you without turning this into another exercise in seduction. You've done enough. Be careful. This one, I think. Lavender, oat, and chamomile. I want you nice and sleepy. This is for your skin, by the way. Anywhere particularly tender gets warm water and my hand. We will not be having a repeat of the honey and rose incident. I'm glad you still find it funny. We were walking around like we'd been sat on nettles all night. That'll teach you to ignore a potions master when he tells you a cleansing preparation has spoiled. As I keep telling you, this nose is never wrong. Take this. Tie your hair up. Why do I have hair ties? She asks. Because you have hair. Rather a lot of it. And because despite repeatedly declaring that you will remember to bring one, You never do. Stand back for a moment. I don't want the water to splash you. Don't worry about me. I'm rather less delicate than you at present. Give me your hand. Is that warm enough? Come here. Nothing. Just taking you in. Pass me the flannel. It's just behind you. Wrap your arms around me. Just relax. Raise your foot for me. Pop it here, on the side. That's it. Okay. All done. Take my hand. Arms up. Foot. And the other one. There. Now, back into bed before you get cold. Have another sip of water before you lay down. Me? I'm fine. Still coming down from it all, I think. When we're together like that, when things get more intense, I reduce the world to you. Only you. Your breathing. Your expressions, the sounds you make, what you need, what you can take, and every choice I make is guided by those things. Everything else becomes irrelevant. When it's over, I'm left holding all that vigilance with nothing left to direct it towards. And that can leave me feeling unmoored, I suppose, for a little while. I start to question things. The decisions I made, whether I interpreted you correctly, whether I took too much, whether I enjoyed your vulnerability more than I should have. I don't need caretaking or some elaborate attempt to reassure me. Just seeing you like this helps. When I can see that you are warm and safe and content, I can begin to trust that I did right by you, and the responsibility gradually starts to feel less immediate. I know. I know you'd tell me if I'd misjudged you. And just as you trust me to know you during the moment, I must trust you to tell me the truth about it afterwards. So, you are warm, you are safe, you are content, and you are still here. Apparently rather determined to burrow your way through my ribcage. I think I can set it down now. Am I hungry? No, I'm not. But I can take a hint. And fortunately for you, I plan accordingly. A honey and oat biscuit. Not a banquet, but sufficient enough to prevent you from gnawing on me in your sleep. Then again. No, you may not have the chocolate one. You are about to go to sleep. And before you object, this as well. A peppermint dental pastel. I know they're foul, but I shan't have you falling asleep with unbrushed teeth. The meeting? It was unpleasant, no more so than usual. Although Molly did attempt to feed me stew while I was speaking. I declined. She ignored me. I declined again. Next thing I know, she's placed the bowl on top of my notes. Apparently, in her estimation, no strategic discussion is so urgent that it cannot be improved by root vegetables. Of course I ate it. I value my life. It's not just me. She looks out for everyone. You know what she's like. She'll mother anything if it looks like it hasn't been taking care of itself. I'm afraid I've been fitting the bill rather more than usual of late, judging by the tired old man in my shaving mirror. She may have a point. You don't have to say that. I'm not fishing for compliments, merely acknowledging what has become rather difficult to ignore. I know you like the greys, and the lines, and all of the other regrettable signs of my deterioration. Peculiar woman. I suppose it's rather fortunate for you that I appear to be producing new material at an encouraging rate. How are we doing? Sure. I'll extinguish the fire. We can lie here and listen to the rain for a while. I've made sure you'll have what you need in the morning. A change of clothes, your hairbrush, something you can take with you for breakfast if you're running behind. I didn't find the time. I made the time before I left for the meeting this evening. You are exceptionally gifted, my love. But you do possess a rather unfortunate habit of considering how an evening begins and leaving the morning to fend for itself. Fortunately, you have me. Here. Just a little sleeping oil. A drop on each wrist. Now behind your ear. And one at the base of your throat. I can't promise it will render you unconscious, but between the oil, the rain, and my voice, I should think sleep has you thoroughly outnumbered. I'll read to you until you drift off. Fine. Back tickles as well. Turn over. Poppy insisted I borrow this one. She actually told me that prolonged exposure to medical journals is detrimental to the temperament. Frankly, I was unaware that my personality had become a treatable condition. I have to say, between her prescribed fiction and Molly's compulsory stew, I fear I may have become something of a communal project. Anyway, it's called The Lantern at Bramblecross. It's about a mediwitch named Elspeth Harrow. She leaves St. Mungo's to take over a remote island practice after the previous healer disappears. The patients she inherits begin presenting with symptoms that do not conform to any recognized magical illness. And that's about as far as I've got with it. Poppy assures me the medical detail is unusually competent. Conveniently, she neglected to mention the romance. The knocking began sometime after midnight, when the rain had settled into a steady murmur over the roof of the practice and the last lamp in Elspeth's sitting room had burned low enough to soften the furniture into shadow. She had fallen asleep with an open casebook across her knees, and for several confused seconds the sound entered her dreams as something distant and harmless. Then it came again, harder now, stripped of patience, and she was awake before the final blow had faded. She crossed the practice barefoot, fastening her robe as the corridor lamps stirred reluctantly to life. Their amber glow revealed the familiar clutter of the front room. Shelves of dark remedies, bunches of drying herbs, the brass scales beside the cold hearth. At that hour, with rain trembling against the windows and the harbour hidden beyond the glass, the place seemed cut loose from the rest of Bramblecross. When Elspeth opened the door, Rowan Thorne stood beneath the eaves with his daughter gathered against his chest. She won't wake properly. She had seen him guarded, severe and almost unnaturally composed, but there was nothing composed about him now. Rain streamed from his hair and coat, and his breathing came in ragged pulls as though he had run the entire distance from his house. His face had lost all colour. One hand supported the child beneath the knees while the other spread protectively across her back, trembling despite the care with which he held her. "She was speaking to me 10 minutes ago," he said. Then she simply stopped. Elspeth stepped aside. "Bring her through." Inside the treatment room, Rowan lowered the girl onto the narrow bed with painful reluctance. When she stirred, his expression changed so completely that Elspeth felt as though she had witnessed something private. The severity left his face. He cupped the back of his daughter's head, brushed the damp hair from her forehead, and bent close enough that their temples almost touched. "Mara, darling, the healer is here." His voice was scarcely audible. Elspeth turned to her instruments before he could notice her watching. The child's skin was burning, though her pulse came strangely slow beneath Elspeth's fingers. A faint silver pallor had gathered around her mouth, delicate as frost beneath glass. As the diagnostic charm passed over her chest, Rowan remained beside the bed with one hand enclosed around hers. He asked no questions, but his attention followed every movement Elspeth made. When the girl flinched, his free hand went immediately to her hair. When her breathing caught, his own stopped with it. His panic had not made him careless. It had made him exquisitely attentive. There was something dangerously affecting in watching a guarded man become gentle. Rowan offered his daughter the whole of himself, without hesitation or embarrassment, warming her fingers between his hands and smoothing the blanket beneath her chin as though these small acts might keep her tethered to him. Elspeth prepared the fever draught. "Will it hurt her?" "No," she said softly. "But I need her to swallow." The girl turned weakly away from the spoon, and Rowan bent over her, whispering something too quiet for Elspeth to hear. Her eyes opened. For a moment, she looked only at him. So much for Poppy's supposedly gripping recommendation. Good night, baby. Love you.